Welcome to another Whatever Wednesday, where I have pretty much zero plan and anything goes, uncut raw footage, and today is exactly that. You join me in Monaco today. Basically, I just needed a break from the Swiss climate, which at the moment is just lots of snow, which I love, lots of ice, but after a couple of months, you just need a little break, and it feels so good to be back down here in Monaco. So I thought to start off today's video, just have a nice walk around Monaco, see what's going on. There really is some spectacular cars here, no question. And also by chance that I didn't know, it is the Monte Carlo Rally. So there are full-blown WRC cars around here at the moment. One passed me on the way down here, and I could not believe it. I just love Monaco. Things like this you just don't see anywhere else. A full-blown WRC rally car just driving along the road on an open public road, only in Monaco. I'm also going to meet up with Misha a bit later on. We're just going to go for a drive, enjoy the amazing French mountain pass roads, and just take today as it comes. So let's start off today's video with going for a nice walk around Monaco and hopefully see some interesting cars. Before I go to get my car at another underground garage, I want to do a quick walk through one of the main underground car parks in Monaco. This is underneath Casino Square, and you can definitely see some wild cars down here. Working our way through the car park. R6 GT. Audi sent me the press car next week to film. Super excited for that. Quite crazy. Speciale. GT Silver GT3 RS is, as you know, a win for me. What is this? Mansory? Is it all blacked out windows? Even the front windows are blacked out. I forgot that's legal here, isn't it? To have yes, full blacked out windows. AMG Black Series. When for me Black Series was kind of a real Black Series. Yes. Always nice. Yeah, proper engine, proper sound. This is wow. This is super cool. I love the color. I think it's probably some custom design going on here. It's got a red interior also. Okay, now we're talking. Yeah, this is not something you see every day.
This is like, yes please, and it's a V12.
Is it a V12? Crazy. So V12 limousine, old school, slightly mafia.
You could live in there.
You could, right? I mean, kind of cool, because just you never see stuff like this normally. Actually would love to review one of these. Can you imagine?
Drifting it.
Yeah, to actually drive one would be hilarious. AMG 1. Oh, that is actually super nice spec. Really nice.
And charging.
It is charging. Got the hybrid plugged in. Super cool. Wish it wasn't covered, but still cool nonetheless to see just an AMG 1 parked in the underground charging. Hopefully whoever owns this will take it out at some point, maybe today, who knows, but very cool to see nonetheless, even covered. And this seems to be the Ferrari parking section.
There's a Bugatti.
That is a nice spec actually. I'm liking that yellow, gold, whatever it is. It's pretty cool.
Bulgarian number plate.
Bulgaria. Well, Bulgaria, gentleman or female, I like your taste. That is really, really cool spec. More Ferraris, Ferrari. Is it a Veyron? Super cool. Again, covered. We all have to use our imagination in this section because everything's covered.
A new type of videos, like guess.
Yeah, guess the spec of the car. I'm sure it was an epic Veyron, must have been. And of course, the coolest car of the whole car park.
The best car.
Forget the Veyron. This is where it's at, Mish's 992 GT3. So we're going to jump in this and give me a lift to the Giulia. It's funny when you've owned a car and then you're to be in a passenger seat feels really strange.
Start missing it straight away, right?
Yeah, I have to admit, I've actually a confession to make. And that is that I miss my 992 GT3. And looking back, I do actually regret getting rid of it at that time.
Yeah.
I don't really know why I did it. Bit annoyed at myself actually. It's super usable.
It is.
It's really, really, you can daily this. So don't hate me if I end up getting one again. I know I change cars way too much. I realise that I'm just a petrol head, and sometimes petrol heads, we don't make the best decisions. It's just super nice to be in Monaco. Not just because of the snow that I'm a bit already fed up of in Switzerland. But the weather here in January is super nice. It was like 16 degrees yesterday.
It is 16 now.
It is 16.
Even without the sun.
I'm honestly sweating in this now, like I'm way too hot. And it's just really cool to be back. The vibe here in January is super nice.
Super chill.
Yeah. And this is obviously like low season, but it's still busy. So the fact that this is low season and, well, you saw the cars already. Massive highlight today was, of course, WRC Rally cars on the road. That is quite the experience to see. Only had a scooter escort going around with them. In other countries they just wouldn't allow it, and especially Switzerland. But here, you know, they have permission to drive these WRC Rally cars around only with a scooter escort. It's just super cool. You know, they don't close roads, they don't make a big fuss out of it. You can get up close to the cars. In Switzerland, for example, car events are the worst. They take away all the fun by putting barriers everywhere and police, and it's horrible. Here it's super chill. A real place for petrol heads. And yes, like, you know, the police are super strict and everything, which you had to respect, but I think because people respect so much as well, it's so many cool things are allowed. This Porsche driver is
yeah, they're not in a rush. They are Sunday promenade. Sunday relax. What? Ah, they allowed us to pass. Thank you very much.
Where's the Giulia? There's the Giulia.
Where's the Giulia? Oh, it's right here. This is like hypercar level on a supercar.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, let's.
Do you want to park quickly?
Yeah.
It's worth parking for quickly.
Let me just figure out there.
I've not seen the new Vanquish on the road. I honestly didn't know there was any on the road yet.
No, but they're like the design that Astons are doing now is like just spectacular.
And of course, if there is one on the road, it's here. Yeah. What a surprise!
Yeah. Like the first deliveries are probably like
Monaco.
around Monaco, 100%. The mirrors are folding.
That is
never seen it. It's very smart. When it rains,
Yeah.
with a little sand, your mirrors are always dirty.
Because it actually looks like someone put it up like that, but you know what I mean? It looks like it's not supposed to be like that.
No, but both are like that.
They are both like
So
that.
if it snows,
Yeah.
and this freezes, there's always going to be snow here.
Yeah, so exactly. So if you park your new Vanquish in the snow, there's the snow
Or rain.
or rain. It's okay. That's an interesting.
But other than that, it's spectacular.
The car is spectacular.
Look at this.
Epic. Yeah, super cool. What is the blue? Are they temporary plates? It's a garage plate. So like
until 5th of May.
okay, until they. So it's being imported to Monaco.
Yeah, import, yeah.
Okay.
And that, and also when you export the car,
Mm.
you also get those stickers.
Okay. Super cool. I love them, but I think even if I could afford one, I wouldn't get one, based on the fact that everyone could never know really if it's a replica
Same with
or
same with,
original. I mean, super nice. No
same goes
question.
for the Cobras.
Yeah, the AC Cobra,
Yeah,
same thing.
Same thing.
You just never know if it's real or not. Just arrived at Mish's new house. New, isn't it? He's just moved here a few months ago. And he's also had himself built, would you call it your dream garage? It's just like a
It's a dream garage.
yeah, dream garage. So I've just come up here to check it out for the first time.
Yeah.
And it still has that fresh
Paint
smell.
yeah.
Welcome to Mish's Dream Garage. This is really cool, man. So yeah, brand spanking new.
Yeah, missing a few light bulbs and
Oh yeah, that's okay.
posters and stuff.
The 964,
Yeah.
he's absolutely loving it, right? Even, when you have a GT3, it's just super engaging and you can put your foot flat down and really enjoy the power, unlike these where you're just going too fast, too quick. And the daily driver, the new daily,
Yeah.
the M2,
Yeah.
which I've been in two minds about personally, if I like it or not. And I saw one earlier driving through Monaco, black, super nice spec. But as we were just talking about, these lowered with some wheel spaces.
If you can get this a little bit out,
Yeah.
it would really make this.
Yeah,
arches
it's the
really
same. Yeah,
stand
it's the
out.
same on my RS3.
Yeah.
These cars, so like the RS3, the M2 cars like this especially, you need to, ideally, you need to do something a bit lower, wheel spaces. The stance on these cars, it changes so much. I mean, it still looks great. I do quite like the front. I wasn't sure when it first came out, if I'm honest.
I'm actually still not sure.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure still on the new M2. It's definitely not a car that I've ever thought since it's come out that I'm like, okay, I want one. As a daily driver, obviously very cool.
Yeah.
No
In
question.
Monaco, where everything is super small.
Yeah, exactly. Which is also why I like the RS3.
Yeah.
It's a super usable.
You can get anywhere.
Yeah, you can really, and the benefit for me, of course, with the RS3 is that four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't really need that here, but in Switzerland,
In
it's
the boot space.
yeah, boot space. Is it bad in this? So it is. Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah, I mean, you can put the seats down,
I mean, yeah. So as a practical daily,
Yeah,
apart from
yeah,
the fact it's rear-wheel drive, because
Yeah.
for me living in Switzerland, daily.
You need a 4-wheel drive. Yeah.
Yeah, I know I've had this.
Yeah.
The Giulia Quattrofoglio, which is a fantastic summer daily,
Yeah.
but as I've learnt out very quickly,
You need a
by the
4-wheel
4
drive.
times that I
Yeah.
got stuck
Yeah.
in the snow.
You need a 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, you do need a 4
This would be sketchy, even on a good winter tire. If there is this wet snow, then you're done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Plus
yeah.
This is quite heavy, huh? They're making those really heavy now.
Well, they're not really M cars, M Motorsport anymore, are they?
No,
They
it's-
kind of lost that name
But
now.
even this one, you drive, you feel the weight. When
Yeah,
you're going
you do
fast
feel it.
and you're cornering,
Yeah,
you feel that there is weight, and
Yeah.
obviously the suspension holds it up a little bit,
Yeah.
but it's not as before.
yeah. It's definitely not as before.
And also, the build quality of those things today is honestly questionable.
It is questionable.
This is the highest spectrum of the
Really?
M, of the 2 series, M, this is an M2, it should be
But this is why, for me, I also went for the RS3, because I have to say, the Audi, the build quality
It's
on
better.
the it's better on the RS3 than these.
Look, 10,000 kilometers, you can already see the leather kind of wearing out a little bit, and
For me, the M2 seats and all of the M2s, they always got creased really quickly, I found.
yeah.
And
Also
they just
steerings,
and I think for me, again, Audi interiors, I think they're
there's better.
nicer. I think on this price range of car,
yeah.
maybe you could argue like on a M3 CS and an RS6 it's like the same, but
Yeah.
I find like on this price range of car that Audi just does better.
I'm just too much of a BMW guy.
Really?
yeah, Audi I can't.
Really?
Yeah, I had an RS6 for a little while,
Yeah.
kind of a resale car,
Yeah.
and obviously I didn't enjoy. Like the power was there,
Yeah.
everything was there, but it's just like no sound, no emotion,
Yeah.
very quiet.
Yeah.
It's like a car that made me. It's like a car you go to your friends and you're like, hey, I have a big car and it has
Yeah.
600 horsepower. you
Yeah.
know? But
Well,
when
I sold mine after 3 months.
yeah,
which
but when
says
you're
everything.
actually driving it, you
Yeah.
don't actually get
Yeah.
any feedback and
Yeah.
emotion. Like
It's heavy.
yeah,
It's expensive.
yeah.
It's fast, but you also don't really feel it because of how heavy
Yeah,
and big
exactly.
it is.
But it looks great.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Awesome.
But that's why for me personally, my favorite Audi is the RS3. It's like
Yeah.
the most usable,
Yes.
5-cylinder.
Yes.
You have sound,
Yes,
usability.
Everything. 100%.
It's for me the best Audi out there.
100% agreed.
More.
Yeah.
Ah, oh.
This is man cave.
Ooh la la.
You know.
Super. Shall I take my shoes off?
No, it's okay.
Sure.
Yeah, it's still half dirty from the construction, so it still needs to be washed
Okay.
like every day to kind of pull the dust out and everything.
Super cool, man.
Yeah. So like a sofa going here and a TV for like Formula One nights.
Nice. Okay.
And days. Yeah.
Really cool, man.
And then we did a gym in there. This was before like underground, moisty, awful, unusable. you know.
So totally rebuilt.
Total full rebuild. Yeah.
Wow.
Proper gym.
Super cool, man.
Yeah.
Have you used the gym yet?
No. Construction guys left literally. You arrived yesterday, so the day before
Yeah.
yesterday they left at night.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I washed it once to just kind of, get the dust out.
Yeah.
Laid the mats to make it look cool.
So no yoga has been.
No yoga has been yet done, but
okay.
yeah, very soon. Probably tonight or tomorrow we're gonna kick the first session.
Yeah, really cool, man.
Yeah.
Look at this. I love in this mirror.
Yeah.
Super cool, man. I like indirect light.
Yeah, it was tricky to do, but we actually managed.
This stuff I just love. This whole indirect light is
Yeah,
I love it.
that
And around the mirror here,
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah. So yeah, like a proper place. Play pool.
Yeah, I love pool.
Go for a drive.
Yeah, right. Super cool, man. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should come here do a vlog once.
Yeah.
F1.
Yeah,
pool,
like we'll do
go
when
for a
everything
drive.
is set up.
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
with, like the stuff on walls,
Yeah.
proper setup. We do like a proper formula session and
Yeah,
then like a
I'm in.
mountain driving session.
I'm in for that. Let's
Yeah.
do like the perfect petrol heads
And a biking
day.
session.
Oh, yeah, and mountain biking. Yeah, we need
You
to
bring
do
your
that.
bike from Switzerland.
Yeah,
Yeah, and we'll go. My bike is in my office actually.
in your office.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a
It
good
was
place
just-
for a
It
bike.
was stored there because
Okay.
I didn't have anywhere to put it because there was construction.
Yeah, okay. But really cool, man.
Yeah,
Really
cheers.
cool.
Thank you.
And yeah, this will be the last the mountain bike room.
Yeah.
And it's done. Really nice. Yeah. Super cool. Man.
2 months.
It took 2
Yeah.
months only, but that's quick.
Yeah.
A French build is quick.
No.
Because Swiss aren't. Swiss, like they like high quality, but
Yeah.
they take forever.
So those guys who worked here, they're actually based in Switzerland. They're not Swiss.
Okay.
They're based in Switzerland, and I worked with them on another project,
Mm.
and they're just amazing.
Yeah, 2 months, man.
Yeah, it was
From nothing to
From
this.
nothing to this, yeah.
Can you say hi?
He's curious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
There we go.
Accepted.
She's a real cutie.
Yeah, and we have a big story with her. We rescued her in Cyprus. She was a kitten without a paw. See, she's missing a paw.
Oh no.
Yeah, and she was left by her mother. Because when cats have one which is like handicap, they
leave her.
they leave them because they're not
Oh my
strong enough
God.
to hunt. And so we just found her in like. Okay, now she's making a face that I'm
Okay.
telling a sad story.
Yeah. She is, yeah.
Actress, and and we find her like in stones, like stranded.
Yeah.
So then we took her and we didn't know what to do with her, so we're like,
Yeah.
okay, whatever, let's just take her. Hey.
Inside Mish's apartment.
Yeah.
Super cool, by the way. Really, really cool,
Thank
man.
you.
Like this is beautiful.
Redid
house.
everything here actually.
Also inside, redid everything.
Yeah, so when I got the place, so the wall behind was super dark gray.
Yeah.
The furniture that the guy had here before was all black and gray.
Yeah.
Kitchen was black. So it was like
Dark.
a cave of negativity.
Yeah.
You know? But I really loved like the layout and the house and everything, you know.
Yeah.
And I said, listen, we need to change it. And I hated the floor. So the goal was to do everything in order to kind of make it a bit more positive and bright. So I knew I couldn't change the floor. So that was kind of the goal. So we repainted the wall and obviously all new furniture and completely changed the kitchen. You know?
And Mish is now going to make me a coffee.
Yes, but I said it's probably not up to Luke's standard.
But then I said, well, to be honest, nearly nobody's coffee is up to my standard.
Really?
I mean, coffee shops even like the best coffee. Sounds very arrogant, but the best coffee in Switzerland, I think, is at my apartment. Like I've not been to a coffee shop.
I've never tried one from you.
You have to come up. Up to the mountains anytime.
Off camera.
No, on camera. I'm happy if I can share how I make coffee.
My setup is very
basic. But you have a grinder.
I have a grinder, yeah.
Yeah, but that's a good start. Most people don't even have that. At least
at
least you don't have an espresso machine.
Oh, the one that's automatic? Yeah. I have one in Switzerland.
I just like, and the sound they make as well. Exactly. Yeah, it's horrible.
No, I have a grinder, and then I have this thing which only does espresso. You cannot do any whatever pressures, fancy things. So you just it's push a button.
As long as you buy beans.
Yeah.
Fresh-ish beans at least.
So those are from a normal shop. So don't be too picky.
I mean, the coffee had one in Café de Paris.
Yeah.
It was €7 for a coffee.
Yeah.
Directly from an instant machine. Like terrible.
Yeah. Here you go.
Look at that.
I made a long one, so maybe you like. But tell me, what's the perfect espresso quantity? Let's go.
Sure. Well,
because I have no clue.
Let me look. That's a double.
Yeah, that's a double.
Yeah. Can you do a single?
Yeah, but then the single feels too small.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Yep. Okay, this is a nice little surprise. Heading off for a drive, we're going to go and take a few pictures with the 992 GT3, and I'm driving, as you can see, the 964, which I'm clearly also too tall for. I tell you, being tall is sometimes a disadvantage. That is all the way back. My knees are touching, hard against the steering wheel. Great. Not as bad as the F40, and Misha has said he's just really enjoyed driving this. As most of you maybe are aware, that these GT3s and everything, any sports supercar, it's hard to get the most out of them, of course, and you can't just put your foot down everywhere because you're just going too fast. But in these, you can flat out, going through the gears, lots of fun, using the car to its full ability. What a nice day I've had in Monaco today. Seeing those WRC Rally cars was so special. And I was just talking to Misha about how can I move to Monaco. It's not easy, but it's an idea that I've played around with for a long time. Actually feels quite easy to drive. Otherwise, the clutch is nice. It's quite smooth. I was expecting something else, to be honest, but it's really quite smooth to drive. Gearbox is really smooth as well. Actually really surprised how just smooth this 964 is. I've not had hardly any experience, as I've said, in a 964. I think I've literally driven one once many years ago. Really pleasant, really just nice to drive. Really easy to drive actually as well. Driving up a couple of Monaco plated Porsches up in the mountains. Sun going down behind us. Yes, it's a little bit wet and it's been raining a little bit, but I always think like, what would 8-year-old Luke think of this? And I would be sat there thinking, wow, it would be the dream. And that would probably never happen. But it is happening. And I'm just always happy doing this stuff. Because I definitely don't take it for granted, having these amazing days, driving cool cars. Especially up here above Monaco. What a dream. The GT3 struggling for traction because it is wet and slippery. This is a really cool part of the road, my favourite part actually. My car feels seriously good. So impressed. Okay, I understand now why Misha said he's been loving blasting around the back roads in this. Honestly, didn't expect it to feel quite this good, I have to say. Oh, place the cars nicely. And then let's get some pictures. First impression, as I was just telling Misha,
Yeah.
really cool.
Drivable,
Yeah.
usable,
Usable,
not overwhelming.
yeah.
100%.
Used to be in Japan.
Used
Came
to be
from
in Japan. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. We're just talking about that. I have to fix that. I need to get something.
It's a bit. This is very Japanese.
Yeah,
I can
right?
imagine this. Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah.
In Japan, not as cool in Europe, sadly.
No, it looks
But you know,
rough.
it is. It does look very Japanese.
Second Japanese touch.
Yeah.
The rising sun.
Okay. Now I see it. Yeah. Rising sun.
Yeah.
Valve caps.
Yeah,
Okay, you got to
exactly.
leave them on.
Yeah.
Really cool.
That's pretty much it.
It's just spectacular. What a really cool place. So this is the whole of Monaco down here. This is one of my favorite shooting spots,
Yeah.
and it's just cool. It's just really nice to be up here with these two Porsches. Try and get a bit higher. Just wet, slippery rock. Try not to fall.
You're right.
I'm fine. Vlogging and climbing wet, slippery rocks. Not recommend it. What do you think's coming up?
Whoa, I guess it's a BMW. Like, what are the chances it's not a BMW?
I know, right? I'm going on M4. He's drifting.
100%
He's
Of
drifting.
course he's drifting. I like drifting, but yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna buy me 2